Hello and welcome to this rapid game on Lichess. So we've got e4 played. What can I do? Let's do something else. Not so much thinking about a Pirz defense, but rather something Philidor type. So e5, the problem with e5 a little bit is that after the trade it becomes somewhat boring, and I don't want to do that in a video. It's not such a bad position at all, the queen trade, but this is a tad risky because white has moves like f4 or g4. In particular, g4 is a slight issue, as g5 is a substantial threat, and black has to play slowish with h6, and yeah, it's not so good, but I've taken a slight risk here. He did not try to use this move order. Now we get a regular Philidor defense. Bishop c4 is seen mostly. White can also play g3 or a4 or so, but bishop c4 is the most popular choice. Yep. Well, black's main idea is to set up a wall of pawns like c6, a6, b5 would be nice to get in, or c6, b6, a6, b5, something like that. In some cases you get something that looks a little bit, if you just look at the black side, it looks a little bit like a closed Ruy Lopez. I managed to mute the microphone. I had to sneeze there. Okay, so coffee time. What are you doing? Yeah, this is not supposed to work, which doesn't mean like that I'm winning. But okay. So the first step is now to decide where to go with the king. I cannot go to f8, knight e6, or e8. Again, knight e6, I'm losing the queen. But should I go to g8 or g6? Knight e6. There are some weird lines here. I have some kind of memory here. I think king g8, knight e6, queen e8, knight c7, queen g6. And then he cannot take the rook because of queen g2, rook f1 takes on d4, queen d4, knight e5. So something like that is what I remember. I looked at the Philidor defense. I don't know, it's been ages. There's also some line where king g6 is possible. Okay, I'm going for this. Spending more time looks a little bit much. By the way, if you look at all the, if you watch all the games in succession, I did not lose rating points from my last game because here, see, Okay. I got refunded because of cheating. During the game it didn't occur to me so much that my opponent could be a cheater, because he played pretty terribly actually, and then I blundered everything away. Oh, that's an amazing move. Wow. Okay, knight to b5. Queen g6 is the most obvious move, yeah? Attacking g2, attacking e4. And if he castles, if I just play c6, what is the problem? I mean, it looks a little bit weird, but I don't see a problem. I think if he takes on c7 now, I'm just going to take g2. And again, e4 is hanging. I'm not losing the rook, is the thing. Yeah, I mean, if he takes it, I still have just rook b8. If he takes on c7, I mean, I can use the arrows. So any capture, I still can just move the rook away. And at the moment, I'm attacking e4 and g2, so he has to castle, I guess. Castling looks almost forced. I mean, g2 is not a pawn and that you can just give up. Wow. What am I overlooking here? I don't quite get it. I'll just take this. Rook f1 is forced. Even b6 comes into consideration, like knight takes rook, bishop a6. I can also take e4, but bishop e3 looks... well, I can play queen e4, bishop e3, e takes d4. Forcing further trades. But just rook b8, yeah? What is the thing? Am I overlooking something? I'm a little bit irritated because this is... It just looks like it doesn't work at all for white. Is the setup fine? Yeah, it looks fine. Bishop e3. So he definitely wants to castle long. And if he takes, he has a7 under attack. So b6 looks like a normal move. can also take, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks somewhat wrong. Is there a way to immediately force the matter? Knight f8. Knight f8, knight takes f8, bishop h3. That looks like a good idea. Knight f8, d takes e5. It looks a little bit annoying, even though I can take e6 and bishop a6, bishop a7. I don't believe in it. I mean, I also have knight g5 and so on. Knight f8, d5. I can also play bishop takes e6, threatening bishop c4. Knight takes, no. That looks okay. So d5, I think I can take with both knight e6 or bishop e6. But I think I will go bishop e6. Bishop e6, knight e6, knight e6, e5 takes f6, bishop f6, queen d5. That's actually a little bit annoying. Okay, so maybe d e5, knight e6 rather. d e5, knight e6, bishop a7. Knight g5, here go for some counter attack. Yeah, we'll see what he's doing. I just don't believe that d e5 works. Maybe the easiest is actually d e5, d e5, bishop a7, bishop e6. He cannot take on b8 due to bishop c4, I think. No, but then I return some material, right? No, at the end I'm a piece up in this line. d e5. No, that's totally fine. d e5. I also have queen takes e4 check. Bishop a7, I take e6 with the bishop. I'm currently a piece up for pawn. I mean, so what else can he do? If he takes on f8, I play bishop h3. Okay, that move I did not consider. So I can go bishop g4 would be one idea. Bishop g4 is not bad. He said he has to move the queen, like to d3. Just wonder if there is something better even. Knight g4. There is check on d5. This is not good. So is he threatening anything at all? I don't see it. Bishop h3 even looks good. It seems a tad lame though. I mean, I can even play h6. There are so many good looking moves, you kind of lose track a little bit. So the knight is attacked and it does not really have all that many squares. Bishop takes a7, I take g5, bishop b8, bishop h3, and I'm winning this back. At the end I should be a piece up. He doesn't have a logical square to go to, just don't see it. Still suffering a little bit from insomnia due to the high temperatures. I'm not as fresh as I would like to be. Knight d5, I'm going to take the knight on g5, I think. Knight e7, king f7, and that's perfect. King is safe, and I have bishop h3 coming. So I don't see a move, honestly. Knight f3, there's bishop g4. I think this line with the capture on f7 just doesn't work. There is a different version of this with knight g5, then bishop f7, and then knight e6. I think this is a bit more interesting, but I could be wrong. It's been a really long time since I checked this. Okay, so here I take g5. Bishop a7, bishop h3. Did I miscount all that? No, I'm still a piece up at the end. I might not have any pawns left. That could be a problem. Okay, this move I did not look at all. So my rook is attacked. Yeah, so bishop h3 is almost a mate threat, but he will castle long. Yeah. Difficult, yeah? Really difficult. There are some ways here to just play for a strong attack, like bishop g4, queen takes b8, and then just attack. Attack for an exchange. Okay, I can also just move the rook. But then he will castle, and this is not really all that nice. Is there anything that he threatens here besides taking the rook? I don't want to play passively. Maybe this is a completely wrong idea, but I don't want to play a passive move. Bishop g4, queen b8. It keeps his king in the middle. Maybe knight g6. And then take e7. That's material-wise not even all that bad. Bishop g4 and knight g6. Ooh, that's something where you can very easily screw up. I also don't want to allow him to castle. That's really something I don't want. I'm currently, my king feels safe. Okay, I'm going for it. What I don't know is after queen b8, which looks forced, if I play knight g6, which was my intention, or if I can do something else. Queen b8, queen f3, I think he plays king d2, and I'm not sure how I'm punishing all this. Maybe I cannot punish him. Knight e4, king c1, yeah. I don't think that that works immediately. I don't see anything else. He can always escape via d2, c1. So maybe in queen b8, knight g6, I just have to do to get the material and then attack from there. That also allows rook d8. Get the rook into the game. Yeah, I wonder, can he really do something? He does not take. That's pretty amazing. So queen e7 is his threat. Okay, so queen e7, king g6, and then what? It is mate, but if I take e4, it's not mate. He also has this check. Okay, let's play a somewhat simple move. Probably he will just take ef5 and then castle. After e takes f5, unfortunately I cannot just play knight d7 due to queen e6. Probably rook e8. He can castle long. It's really a bit awful. So he grabs it. Yeah, here I was thinking just queen e4. When he cannot castle again. And I'm kind of okay material-wise. Knight g6, knight f4 is the immediate idea. Rook d1 probably. Knight e6 with a tempo is just around the corner. Rook g1, I have g4. Or knight e6 actually, yeah, knight e6 with a tempo. Where's the queen going? To c3. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Has to go to c3 almost. Knight d4 now. Rook takes. Yeah. And have to go here. But now I'm threatening on c2 and on f3. And castles fails due to knight e2 and rook c8. So ton of things. Yeah. Or something else. Don't think so. That's okay. That was a pretty chaotic game. It's not over yet, but almost. Shouldn't run into a mate, yeah. It's always possible. On g7. And rook d8 blunders it. Not so good. Yeah, just take this with check. Yeah, and he resigns. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about all this. I feel like there were some things going. Let's see what the engine gives. So I think this line isn't great really, this bishop f7 line. Takes, check. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure if maybe this king g6, yeah, but that looks far more normal there. Knight e6, queen e8. Yeah, and now knight b5. I was thinking, who the heck is Tingle Tangle Zehn? Okay, so this is what I expected. Yeah, and now maybe castles. I think he cannot take. This is wrong, I think. And black is having all the fun. F3 though is a move. Well, the engine doesn't have a really clear evaluation here. Doesn't seem to be all that clear. This is probably what he has to do. Knight b5 looks strange. So c6, yeah, okay, but this is the most obvious move. And now knight, yeah, castles, yeah, castles. This and this is probably what he should do, even though this is, it's not going to work objectively. It's just one pawn for the piece, and those knights, they don't really coordinate all that well. But he took there, and after queen g2, it's already an issue. Knight f8, yeah. But rook b8 still should be very good. Oh, I'm sorry. bishop e3, and knight f8. Is that one of the top choices? Yes. I wasn't sure in this position if there's something else, but it looks good. D takes, yeah, knight e6 also works. I figured that this should work, but d5 was easier. Yeah, knight g5 I didn't think about, but yeah, this, I think this was my intention, because here I'm winning. It is not able to defend this. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Knight g5, h6 is best, it seems. And here the check. No, I'm just taking. So this was right. Queen d6, and our bishop h3 is actually stronger. Yeah, I did not, I did not like that he can castle long. And okay, I'm a piece up, but I did not see that I have this one. That looks fairly good. I didn't see knight e6. So my bishop g4 isn't all that bad, I think. Yeah, and here I would have played knight g6, which is not the best. So queen f3 is indeed correct. Yeah, I didn't quite see a solution after this. The check. Of course, I check first, and then he has to go here, and then knight e4. Yeah. And here black is going for the mate. I very likely I would have played knight g6 here in this position, and this isn't as clear. I was seeing this position and I thought I'm better, which is, it seems to be true according to the computer, but the other line was even more forcing. I saw that I can take e4 now if everything else fails. Rook h3. Wow. I'm threatening queen f3 now here. And queen e4, wow. And so that was also strong. My idea would have probably won, but it is not. And now it goes down. So knight g6 isn't a terrible move. It's also -5. So I had the right hunch there. Yeah, this is what he did, and at the end I just took it. Yeah, that's the best solution. Yeah, and here black is just attacking. Long castles. What? Queen c7. And now castles long. Yeah. Okay, knight e6. And okay, that's also fantastic for black. Okay, rook g1, and this attack is decisive. No, okay, that's a double question mark. I mean, it's totally lost anyway. And probably I didn't even play the quickest way, but if you can pick up all the pieces, it's enough. Yeah, so the Philidor was not such a bad opening. I think it's quite sometimes underrated. And bishop f7 is probably not that great, but as we have seen, it's not like winning. There are some murky lines possible.